Hello, sports fans out there. This is Buddy, the sports fanatic here. I am going to give you some picks to use for Against the Spread college football week number 2. I didn't make a recording for week 1 because it's pretty hard figuring out who's who in the college football world without seeing a game from everybody first. Even the second week might seem a little unbalanced and hard to predict, but I've done my homework this week, and after seeing this first week of games, I'm pretty confident on these picks here. I hope I can help you win a little bit of money. This here is a 7-team parlay that I'm doing. I'm only putting down $10 on these 7 teams and have an opportunity to win $900. And my sports book that I like to use is 5 Dimes. Completely up to you who you want to use. But I hope that I can bring you this each and every week. Maybe give you guys some help to win some money, including myself. If you know any other sports fans that would like to, that likes to gamble, I'll put a little bit of money on the table. Invite them to watch my video, and let's see what we can win this year. I want to help everybody win, help myself win. Get some other people to watch my video too. Helps me out. So one of the picks I'm going with, Louisville, minus 14.5 spread on that. I am liking that spread with Louisville. If you took a look and seen what they did the first week with the quarterback play that they had, I don't see any reason why they cannot take care of Syracuse this week, who didn't really. I mean, Syracuse won. They put up a lot of a decent amount of points, but it didn't really blow by their competition in week 1, playing a smaller school. Louisville absolutely demolished their opponent in week 1 and put most of their points up by halftime. So I don't see any reason why they can't win by at least a little over 2 touchdowns over Syracuse. TCU playing at home up against Arkansas. Arkansas struggled mightily in their first game. Their offense looking pretty putrid. TCU puts up a lot of points at home. Their defense stinks, but I don't see a reason why they cannot at least win by 8 points at home against a struggling Arkansas offense. My pick for Michigan. I don't normally like these big spreads. I try to stay away from them as much as possible. But if you watched Michigan play against Hawaii, I know Hawaii was in a bad spot, making that trip from across the pond and then up to the big house to play Michigan. In a short amount of time, Michigan just cleaned their clock week 1. And I don't see any reason why Michigan cannot do the same to UCF, who won a total of 0 games last year. I know they got a win the first week against a nobody, but UCF hasn't played a team like Michigan, and Michigan at home again is going to absolutely clean their clock. I don't see. I mean, like I said, I don't like these big spreads, but I don't think Michigan's going to have a problem at all with this game. I think they win by a little more than 5 touchdowns anyway. The Miami Hurricanes, they're up against FAU. Miami demolished FAMU week 1. I know Miami, it may not be a team that everybody's talking about, but FAU is not much more competition than FAMU was. And I know they got Mark Richt now in there, and I think that whoever these teams are Miami plays this year that are weaker, they're going to actually have no problem with blowing them out of the water and putting points up on the board and not feel bad about it. Obviously they're going to have a tougher time when they start playing teams in the ACC. But I think Miami's going to completely destroy teams that are a lot lesser than they are. Mark Richt doesn't have any pity when he plays against teams of that are a lot lower class and outmanned than Miami is. So I don't see why Miami can at least beat this team by 4 or 5 touchdowns. So that minus 24, I don't see why Miami cannot cover that spread. North Carolina up against Illinois. North Carolina got beat by Georgia. Georgia's a great team. North Carolina can put up some points on the board. Illinois struggled in their first game of the year, even though it was against a lesser foe. I don't see any reason why North Carolina cannot beat Illinois by at least more than 10 points. Should be an easy spread there. Not too big of a number, and North Carolina's a really good team. Texas, did you see them Sunday night against Notre Dame? What a performance by Texas. Great freshman quarterback. They're actually using a 2-quarterback system, but that freshman looks really good. Texas is playing at home against UTEP. UTEP, they're nobody. So I don't see any reason why Texas can't cover that spread minus 28. And my last pick, OK State. I got them to win by at least 3 touchdowns against Central Michigan. OK State took care of business week 1. I don't see why they cannot do it again against Central Michigan. A lot lesser foe than they are. 3 touchdowns seems like a light spread for a team that can score points in bunches like OK State. So those are my 7 picks for this week. Out of all of them, the one I would probably feel the least confident about is the minus 36 on Michigan, only because it's such a high number. But if you saw Michigan's first game of the year last week, they pretty much beat Hawaii by 100 points. I don't see a reason why they cannot do the same to UCF. So go ahead and play those. Go ahead and go through your sports book. Like I said, I hope I can help you win some money. We'll come back here next week, see how I did, and hopefully I was able to pull this off and get you guys to come back again next week for some more good picks. I'm looking forward to also posting some picks for NFL Week 1, so stay tuned for that, and happy gambling out there.